Hello everyone, welcome back. We got another episode of building a house with 5 random blocks. If you missed the last one, I'll link down below. That was kind of the start of the series to get an explanation on how the thing worked and that. But I'm going to be generating 5 random blocks. I have to use the first 5 that comes up. I'm only going to use like actual blocks, so I'm going to skip things like flowers, grass, glass blocks, that kind of thing. Like glass panes, you know, stuff I can't really build with. Stuff like gravity blocks probably too. The 5 blocks have to be the focus of the build. You have to be able to see the blocks in there. I can't really hide them. It's kind of cheating. And I could use other blocks in the build, obviously, or it would just be those 5 blocks and it would look like, you know, horrible. It'll be impossible to make it look good. So yeah, basically I just got to use the 5 blocks somewhere in there. Try to make it look as good as I can. So let's get into it. Got this random block generator. Let's run it up. Like carrots. That's something that doesn't count. You know what I mean? Okay, polished tough. That's the first one. Oak wood, waxed oxidized copper trapdoor. Also, tough slab. Wow, a lot of random stuff that doesn't really count. Deep slate gold ore. That's a nightmarish 5. I think that's 5. That might be 6. I honestly don't know, but that should be 5 blocks. So yeah, I'm gonna try my best to do that. These are horrible 5 blocks, but yeah, let's get into it. It'll be a time lapse, of course, for those who didn't watch the first one. But yeah, let's get into it. Getting into it here, of course, start with the frame. Get the oak log right out the way. It's kind of an easy block. Obviously, immediately knew how I was gonna use this one. Start getting the shape of the house in. I didn't want to make it the same shape of the house I built for the last episode on this challenge, which you can see on the left. So I kind of went for this almost like T sort of shape. I'll do some adjustments to it. I wasn't sure how I wanted the roof to connect and everything yet, but I was getting the shape in. So I had to raise it up a block. It looked a bit too flat, kind of like smushed. Raise it up a block, start getting the roof in. Go for the classic kind of like point shape on it. And then this front section, I go for just like a normal slanted roof with stairs. Move it in a bit, it looked kind of too far out. But, you know, 2 different roof shapes for some variation here. Pretty simple. I already kind of knew I was going to try to use the tough and the gold on the roof here. So I can get away with a lot of weird texturing stuff on the roof. Get the trapdoors on the bottom. You might see I'm putting them in front of diamond blocks, which is a little weird. It's kind of like a really bright blue, but I don't know. I think it's like, it doesn't actually look good. I think it's at least funny. It kind of, I don't know. I did it on a day of, I think it was day 11 of the house series. Because someone suggested I use diamond blocks, so, you know, brought it back here. I think it looks alright. Start on the roof. This is kind of the weird part. Try to figure out a way to mix the tough and the gold together. Because I have 2 tough blocks. I have the polished tough, and then I have the tough slabs, and I have the gold. So I figure I can kind of get all 3 of them out with just the roof here. Because I feel like I can get away with a lot of weird colors on the roof for some reason. I feel like it usually still can look pretty good. So we start by spreading the gold through it, mix some other deep slate blocks in there. I think the roof came out alright. Not as good as the last one that you could see over there. I really like that roof, but you know, this one came out alright. The blocks on this one were admittedly less colorful, so I couldn't really do anything that interesting with it. But I think it looks alright. Put some slabs in. So with the slabs and the roof with the tough and the gold, and then the trapdoors on the bottom, and the logs for the frame, that's all 5 blocks already done. Kind of a weird, interesting palette, but I think it looks pretty good. Now it's just like normal house stuff. Get the door in the front, get windows all around. You know, pretty like normal window positions here. Mess around with some other blocks at the bottom, but I honestly think diamonds look the best. Get stairs and trapdoors, just kind of like curve the frame a bit. Makes it look pretty good, in my opinion, obviously. Start texturing the walls. Go for white wool, concrete powder, calcite, and diorite. I think it looks pretty good. Some trapdoors. Again, just kind of shape the frame here. Make it less angular. Make the door in the front a bit taller, just to kind of fit the shape of it better. Get the path in. Just kind of fills the plot up a bit. The door in. It's kind of most of the house about done here. Start getting some flower pots on the sides. In front of the windows. Put everything in here. About to get some lanterns in for some color and some light. Flowers for some color, you know, lanterns for some light. Mixing some chains to make the lanterns kind of hang at different heights. I like the way it looks. Just anything that had a bit of variation, really. A bunch of grass. Add some leaves around. Just kind of like, you know, add some nature in there, some green for some color. Grass, some ferns. That's kind of the outside about done here. I come back at the end, I put a fence in. Start the interior. Get a quick carpet in, like this kind of like front area. Get a kitchen over here on the left. Obviously, you know, cauldron, smoker, the kind of usual stuff. Some candles. Pots, some pressure plates. Obviously, lantern for some light. Get a quick bookshelf. Some plants for some, like, kind of life in here. Some lanterns, some paintings to fill the walls up. Ladder to get upstairs. I carry the carpet through. Figure it just kind of look better covering everything. Quick kind of lectern area. A couple more painting. That's kind of it for the downstairs. Head upstairs. Quick bed, like bookshelves. Kind of like a desk area over here. It's kind of like a little like corner. But I think it looks pretty good. Some yellow carpet in, kind of matches with the gold on the roof. Contrasts well with all the gray. Couple lanterns. Entertainment space over here. Couple paintings. You know, kind of like a TV area, I guess. Spam some paintings on the walls. I just like the way they look. Quick armor stand. I use like yellow and gray for the armor. I kind of been liking, like, I kind of enjoy like matching the color of it. I think it looks pretty good usually. But yeah, that's about it. Head outside here. I put some fences around the path. Put a sign, you know, for a Patreon dedication here. House is dedicated to my newest Patreon member, Alex. I really appreciate it. If you want a house dedicated to yourself, you know, it's just $3. I really appreciate it. But yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. I upload basically daily, so if this is your first video, you know, stick around. I've kind of been alternating between survival and building stuff, but, you know, I plan on keeping a nice mix on the channel. If you got any ideas for stuff you want to see on the channel, you know, let me know. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.